Hey guys, good morning. Sunday morning here in Bali. It feels weird to be doing one inside for you, but I wanted to share something with you because I think it's really important, and I've been talking so much about going all in and committing and what's happened in my life, and I'm sure you've seen in my own life the times where you can tell I've gone all in because my energy is different than when I make the videos for you and stuff, and the way that I show up for myself. And so I want to talk about what happens when we commit, we go all in, and then suddenly we feel overwhelmed. Hey, suddenly we feel overwhelmed, we feel stuck, we feel blocked, we feel like it's too much. Why did I commit? What's going on? This was a terrible idea. Why did I believe in myself? Why did I think it was going to be different this time? Why did I do this? Why did I either invest in myself, or why did I tell somebody I was doing this? So I either invested my wallet, or I invested my pride, or I invested my dreams, and then I'm stuck with, oh my gosh, I put everything on the line here. Oftentimes it's pride, right? So I had a specific call I'm thinking about, which is why I made this video about a call with a client I had this week where she committed, she wanted to work with me, she had this thing she wanted to do, and she started doing it, and then she just hit a frickin' wall. And it became really, really overwhelming and big, and she wasn't sure if she wanted to do it anymore. But this is all of us, right? This isn't her. This is what happens, right? This isn't this one specific woman. This is what happens with the human mind. We commit, we go all in, we have this vision that we want to bring into reality, and then we hit the wall, known as resistance. All of our emotions come up. It feels uncomfortable because it's outside of our comfort zone. So if you're in the midst of this right now, this is normal. And this is exactly what we work through so that we can get what's on the other side. This is why everybody is not living their dream. This is why everybody is not achieving their goals, because we don't want to feel uncomfortable. We meaning humans in general, right? Big generalization there. And so, but what does happen when you have this goal and you want to do it, it's going to feel, I'm going to fail. No one's going to show up. They're not going to like me. Everyone's going to know. And then the worst of the worst is, oh my God, what if I actually don't get to do my dream? Then what? Then I have no dream. Then I'm the dreamless loser who just completely flopped on the ground, and then there is no dream left, and I failed. And so I want to remind you the obvious, right? That failing is a perspective, and it's when things don't work out the way we wanted them to, or what our vision was in our head. That's just learning experience, so that the next time we do it more better, right? Ready, fire, aim. So we gather information, and then we do it again. But specifically, I want to refer to this one client who wanted to do this thing and then got overwhelmed with fear. And so I was like, all right, that's okay. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. Like, I never tell anybody what to do, but I hold people and push them through their fear, right? Because that's my experience, having had every anxiety disorder back in 2009 until I got sober. I understand what fear can do to our life. Fear can bring our life this big, and then action through uncomfortable feelings, which is called courage, not fear, right, can bring our lives open like this. If you know what I'm talking about, hit the little heart, okay? So what it turns out, what was going on with this specific beautiful soul is that she wasn't telling the truth. She was blocked because there was a story that she wasn't being honest with herself about. She hadn't been honest with anybody about it before. And this is when we know it's a soul fucking goal. A soul goal is gonna require us, these big visions are going to require us to grow and evolve into a new person, because the person who can achieve the goal is not the person who sets the goal. The goal, the prize of the goal is who we become in the process, right? So we get to become this person, and that's why it feels overwhelming, because it's requiring us to up-level who we are and what our energy is capable of, and it's going to grow and stretch us as a human being. So we had a moment, and I was like, wait, and I could sense this, right? I'm pretty intuitive. So we ended up getting deeper. She had a moment of courage where she told me the truth. She had a radical shift and awakening, and she wasn't able to do this thing because she wasn't being honest with herself about what was actually going to make this thing amazing. She needed to give herself to this event in order for the event to be what it was meant to be. When we feel called to do something, it is our duty. Like when I was called to go to America and to do this big talk, I got to talk about the things I never wanted to talk about, which required me to grow. I need to do the grieving work. I need to cry over my losses. I need to make friends with my fear again and grow into the woman who can do that goal. And to me, that's what we get. Because anything else can be taken away. So somebody shows up at your event, or somebody doesn't show up at your event. Somebody buys your book, or they don't buy your book. All that stuff is on the outside. Who we become as a result of the goal is what we get to keep. Our evolution is the only thing that we actually get to keep that cannot be taken away from us. Money, anything else can all go away. But our evolution is what we keep. Our evolution is the prize. The reason why we do these big goals, why we feel the calling in the first place, is because we are called to evolve. And as a byproduct, other people are going to be helped, other people are going to be inspired, other people are going to get whatever they get. But it is really our evolution. Our calling is about our evolution, and that as a byproduct helps other people evolve. So if it feels scary, that's great, because you're evolving, and that's what it feels like. And it's actually called courage when you keep taking the action. So she told the truth. She didn't want to tell anyone the truth ever. In fact, she had never told anybody the truth. She told me the truth. I challenged her to tell her partner the truth. And now she's going to go do this thing where she's going to be telling a massive amount of people the truth. You know, like that's the big girl shit, the big boy shit. You know, that is like the real deal stuff. When our calling invites us to go deeper than we've ever thought we'd go before and release whatever is blocking us and to unleash ourselves onto the people we were going to serve and help. So it was. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. The only thing about these lives from Indonesia is like the Wi-Fi goes out. Okay, so let's try right here, the edge of my place. So I want to invite you guys, if you're feeling this, if you're in the midst of your resistance, if you are feeling that challenge and you're in that goal and you're hitting a wall and you want to get through, right? So this is a soul calling, right? It's a soul goal. It's something that's going to totally require you to evolve and grow and change into a new person, which means it's a worthwhile goal, right? If your goals aren't going to freak you out and stretch you to the next level, get a bigger goal, right? Get a bigger goal. So what I want to invite you guys to do is I just created a group for us all to rise up together and support each other, and where I'm going to be challenging you and stuff. It's a Facebook group. It's a free group. It's called the I'm All In Tribe. So I'll put it in the comments, a link to it. Would love to have you there. If you want to commit to going all in your life, it is a big thing. You know, when we commit everything, we commit our mind, our body, our soul, our energy, our wallets, whatever it is, every resource that we have, we go all in. That's how we get to the next level in life. That's how we get to the next level in our evolution. That's how we help people at the higher level, at the next level, is when we really go all in. So I think if you're honest with yourself, there's an area of your life where you're not going all in. So I just put a challenge in the All In, the I'm All In Tribe group, and I invite you to come over and try the challenge. So you can either search for it on Facebook, it is the I'm All In Tribe, or I will put it in the comments as well. But we'd love to have you there. It's a group to support each other and go all in, and we'll be posting in there regularly and sharing regularly, and it'll be a beautiful space. I just speak to so many people all the time about this because transformation is my life. My purpose is transformation, and it changes into what I'm called to talk about as far as transformation over the years, but it's about transformation because I know what it's like to live a life like this, completely dominated by fear, and I know what it's like when you say fuck fear and start to take action after action after action after massive fucking action to break through the fear. And so, you know, like when I was agoraphobic back in 2009, I could never have imagined of being a digital nomad for the past 4 years. Like essentially homeless, traveling the world. You know, when I was afraid to leave the house. When I didn't drive on the freeway for 3.5 years, I had a phobia of it after a car accident and a panic attack. I could never have imagined that I'm about to set out this summer on like a 3 to 4 month solo road trip across the US. On freeways, all on freeways. The woman who didn't leave the house or get in a car or go on a freeway. You know, so I know it's possible when we say fuck fear and we start taking action that way and we go all in on our life. And I know it's possible, what's not possible when we surrender to fear and we drown in our fear and we let our fear rule us. And that's why it's so important to me. I mean, I have so many more stories like that I could share with you, but if you've been following, there's the light. The motherfucking light! My major point is it's perspective and action. Did you fail and people are gonna not love you and you gotta stop, or no one's gonna like you, or are you gonna keep going and learning and evolving and growing and be on the mystery of life and just follow your energy and do more of what lights you up and less of what doesn't? You know, are you bleeding yourself out energetically in relationships, in your career, are you not having any fun, or do you have too much of this or not enough of this? Like, what is your energy doing? You know, being more mindful of your energy, and that's like the fear stuff. So am I constricted? Am I expanding? Am I actually all in, or am I afraid? Am I afraid you're not going to like me if I go all in? If I really show you who I am and then you reject me, then you're really rejecting me. But if I pretend I'm somebody else or I don't put it all on the line and you reject it, then I can stay safe, right? Safe from fucking what? Because you're not even all in. It's not even you. You're not even living. Not even living. So my big thing now, after all these years, is what it is. It's going all in. Going all in. Going all in today. What does it look like if you went all in today? Is there somebody you need to call right now and tell them that you love them? Is there somebody that you need to forgive because they have done something harmful to you, but you realize they're actually hurting themselves? Is it a book on your heart that you want to write? Is it a Facebook Live? Is there something you've been wanting to tell the world that you haven't had the courage yet to hit live? Hit live, tag me, hit live, I want to see it. Unleash yourself on us. Unleash yourself on us. Who are you? Let us see who you are. Show yourself to us. Go all in. Bring your whole soul to what you do. All of your energy. I want to see it. I think we want to see it. I mean, there's nothing more attractive than someone totally being themselves, being honestly, authentically themselves. So, so come over into the I'm All In tribe. Would love to see you there. I'm going to cut off, guys. I got an appointment at 9 across town, so I got to scoot to that. So have a beautiful day wherever you are. Sunday fun day here. Have a nice mellow day planned. Oh my God, there's this thing, I'm finally doing this thing. It's called Take Me to the Moon. I've been talking about it on my Instagram stories. You guys, my Instagram is Richer Experiences. If you're not already following me, I'm like obsessed with doing Instagram stories. But I've been talking about this Take It to the Moon thing that the massage place does. It's only like $15 or something like that, US. But it's like this 2-hour Take Me to the Moon experience. So I finally booked it for today. And then I have a client in person today here in Bali, which is nice. And we're gonna jump in the ocean after our session, which is super excited. We're gonna go all into the ocean after our coaching session that we do from this beautiful, beautiful beachfront hotel. It's incredible. You know, I never could have imagined that this would be my life. 8.5 years ago, 9 years ago, when I was dying from alcohol and when I had completely surrendered to fear, when I was dominated by fear, when fear was my master. And so I think what is important to remember is that even if we're no longer suffering the way that we were, that fear is likely still mastering us in some area. Wherever we're not going all in, it's fear, right? Fear is the reason why you wouldn't be fully yourself. Fear is the reason why you wouldn't unleash yourself on the world and do the things that you wanted to do. It's fear. So where is fear dominating you? Where are you not all in? It's a good thing to consider. So consider that, come join our group, and if you want to see my Take It to the Moon today, come over to Instagram stories and follow me at Richer Experiences, because I'm going to bring you guys to the moon. I don't even know what it means, but I've been wanting to do it for like 2 weeks, ever since I saw the sign. So I'm going to the moon, guys! Alright, have a beautiful day. Bye.